Learn to cut off people when they become thorns in your flesh, when they are no longer serving their purpose, when they are becoming draining, when they are becoming, you can't handle them, when they don't feel that there's anything wrong with how they want to treat you. Cut them off. Hi guys, welcome to Life with Queenette. If this is the first time you're coming, you are in the right place. Listen, don't go nowhere, okay? So if you're new, please smash that red button. Yes, it will. And then beside it, just as you see on the screen, you will see a notification button. So tap on that notification button, so you'll be the very beautiful guest who will always get the information once I upload a new video. And if you're a returning subscriber, you guys are the bomb. All right, thank you so very, very much. Let's move into what we have for today. Listen, what we have for today is how to walk away. It is no sin. All right, even Christ, at some point when he felt that the Pharisees and the Sadducees were not listening to him and they were becoming very toxic, anything he says they will turn it upside down, he decided to walk away from them. All right, so it's not something that you're going to be the first person to invent. It is something that has always been there. And listen, you will never be enough for the wrong person or for the wrong people. You are never going to be enough for them. Even if even if you, God forbid, something happens to you today and they say you're no more, and they bring out your blood and put it in a plate and show them, they won't be satisfied. These people are not going to be necessary. I'm not talking about, I dwell on dating, but today I'm talking about, it could be family members. They could be close relatives. They could be acquaintances. They could be colleagues. They could be classmates. They could be just anything. There are people who don't think you're ever going to be enough. There are people who don't see anything good in you. There are people who don't appreciate your personality, who you are, and what you can do. They don't appreciate, they don't see anything. All they see in you is you're wrong here, you're not wrong here, the way you talk, they don't like it, the way you wink, they don't like it, the way you walk, they don't, and the more you care about some of these people, the more drained and the more you lose the confidence that you ought to have. The more you start second guessing your own self, not another person doing it now. You start asking yourself, because you're going to feel like, I'm no longer attractive, I'm no longer, excellent, I'm no longer intelligent. Because if you're with the wrong people, they'll tell you, oh, you're a dumb ass, you're a dumb this, you don't have sense, you don't have the, and at the end of the day, those things keep resonating. So learn to take a walk from these people. I know it's going to be difficult depending on the extent at which you've sacrificed. We're not going to remove that from you. You sacrificed the Lord, and leaving these people will be like throwing everything into a trash can. But it's worth your sanity. Yeah, because if you're with the wrong person, you're going to have a mental issue. That's the truth. That's the truth. All right. So there are 4 basic things that I want you to do, and that's how to walk away from people. You don't have to come to me and say, okay, today I'm telling you I'm walking away. If you're walking away, I remember one time somebody was telling me that his boyfriend said he's far gone. He just woke up one morning and saw one text message, and the message was like, it's been a beautiful time staying with you. You were wonderful. You were this, you were that. And so at the end of the text message, the guy just to inform you that I am far gone. So one of my classmates, of course, we were now senior students now, we're no longer under G. So if we're under G, probably she wouldn't have shown us, because she was making caricature of the whole thing. So one of the guys in my PhD class was now telling her that, listen, the guy has gone nowhere. He said, because if the guy is far gone, he wouldn't need to tell you he's far gone. You would just know that he has gone. Do you understand? So it's the same is applicable here. You don't need to tell somebody that, I'm gone, because you just do it. You just go. So the first thing you do is to cut off supply. There is nothing as important to a toxic person, a narcissistic person, as giving the person attention, showing the person care, being very nice to the person, being very amiable to the person. Because you know what? You are doing these things because you believe that you all are in the same plate, right? But the truth is that is where the person gets his supply. You know, people who like gaslighting, people who like bullying others, people who like, you know, making you second guess yourself, people who like just doing funny things to other people, are people who will want to make excuses for themselves why what they did was right. And so what do you do in that instance? I can't relate with you. You're difficult to, you know, for me to relate with. You don't understand me. I don't understand you either. So I'm going to do one thing, and that is to cut the supply. I'm not going to give you that attention. I'm not going to give you that, you know, I'm not going to be so warm, always trying to find out how you're doing, what's happening to you, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not going to do it any longer. And you see, it's very attractive because when you cut off your supply, they come looking for you. Yes. I remember one time a cousin of mine was complaining about a particular aunt. Okay, these are aunts. I don't know how to describe her, but she's a beautiful person. She's a nice person, but she just has this thing that we all don't understand. Okay, so but it got to a point where, because she was always picking on this my cousin, until one day something happened in the family and that was the end of it. So every time she sees me, she say, what about your cousin? As if we're not related. She said, what about your cousin? I said, she's doing very fine. In fact, I will go ahead to give her stories. Oh, she's doing so fine. You know, when the husband became a big politician, I won't call his name because, of course, this is a big politician. I didn't wait for her to act. I knew she knew. I had to tell her, oh, you didn't know. The husband won election. The election is now the so person of the state. And, you know, she was like, oh, are you serious? But she didn't, we didn't know about it. I said, yeah, maybe because she didn't tell you. Okay, so cut off the supply. They will always want to find out what's happening in your life. Narcissistic people don't go away. They're always there, all right? And if it's a relationship, they're not going to just let you go. They will come back, become nice, give you 1001 reasons why it happened and why you should continue and all that. But if you know that you respect yourself, self-respect is something nobody can teach you. If you respect yourself, you're going to take a walk. All right? That's the first one. The second one is that the power is with you. The power to walk. You know, some people ask you, oh, how am I going to walk away? I've been with this person. I've invested so much. I've sacrificed a lot. I just love him. You know, he's weak. He's this. You know, they see themselves as saviors. So even when you beat them, they will give excuses. Oh, my mouth was too sharp. Oh, I didn't say it the right way. Oh, the way I reacted. Oh, that was what happened. I have heard all this. But let me remind you that you've got the power to tell yourself, you know what? You cannot gaslight me. I won't give you the opportunity to keep making me feel like a foolish person. You're not going to shout. You know, people who come out to banter and all that, they're weak people. Yeah. You're not going to shout. You're not going to argue. You're just going to go. Because the power is yours. To walk away, you have the power to actually take a walk. So if the person start mistreating you, does not want you to become that, start making, you know, some people just make nasty statements. It's with this, your big head, your bulgy eyes, your tiny legs, your this. That's where it starts from. Okay, so I'm just looking at it from the nutshell, but holistically, there are a whole lot that will make a woman or a man tell himself, you know, this is too much for me to bear. I just have to take a walk. Even if it is, you know, the same sex that you're having a relationship, it gets to a point where you know that they have ripped you off of your respect as a person. When you deal with a toxic person, you lose yourself. You lose your self-worth. You lose your value. You even forget that, oh, I was once attractive, you know, because you feel it is this person that makes me feel attractive. And so when they don't give it to you, you feel like, oh, I'm a piece of shit. All right? So, but by the time you know that the power relies on me to say, I don't want to be treated this way. I want to take a walk. It's time for me to go. Have that inner conversation with yourself. That's intrapersonal communication. Have it with yourself. Is this person pouring into me the same way I'm pouring into him? Is this person valuing me the way I have placed value on him? Does this person love me enough to want me to achieve my dreams and my goals? If the answer is not yet yes, then it's time for you to take your power back. The third one is that remember you'll be better. Oh yes. Oh yes. When you leave the wrong set of people, when you leave that wrong person you've been with, it doesn't matter how many years you've been with. You know, that's one of the things that our parents, we wouldn't blame them because they didn't know better. You know, you're in a marriage, the marriage is not working. Not that they didn't know that they can move out. I have said in this video, in some of my videos, that sometimes they consider the children and all that. But the truth of the matter is that you also don't help these children. You make them start seeing life like, is this what it is? Okay? You give them a skewed perception about what relationship ought to be. You destroy, you know, their ability to love sincerely. You also don't help them. You don't help them in any way. You make them become rude. What I mean by being rude is saying, I would never want to have my mom's kind of marriage or my dad's kind of marriage. All right, so it's not healthy. However you look at it, it's not healthy. But I also want to tell you the truth. Maybe you're in a relationship or with someone and you feel that person doesn't give you enough, like you are also giving into that person, or even more. Okay, I have heard where people say, don't marry a woman you love more. I think it was a men fora or so. Somebody was advising men to marry women who love them more, so that the women will do what you want them to do. I watched it on telly, I think on TV. So the man was advising other men, you know, so that they will love you more. It will be easy for them to submit. It will be easy for them to do whatever you want them to do. If you let them sit down there, they will sit down. Don't marry a woman you love more. And you know, people talk about some things and you're like, this kind of advice you're giving a group of men, then they are going to be looking for that woman who is dying for them. I can't breathe without you. I can't live without you. Without you, I'm dead. And then they marry you. Sit down there. You start quoting scriptures. No, sister. That is where you have found yourself. Okay? And so if you are in a relationship and this person is not trying to up his own game, is not trying to be that person that married a woman, that person that knows that, oh, I really love this woman before I got married to her, is not investing in that woman. And that's why it's difficult for some of these people to see you grow. Or once you start growing, it becomes an issue, because for them it's more like a threat. It's more like, this person is no longer going to respect me, but it's not true. Because if you actually love someone, show the person love, you're kind to the person, you've invested so much in this person, not for selfish reasons, right? So it wouldn't be like those people that when you get to America, you read banking and finance, you get to America, the man says, okay, I want you to become a nurse so that you'll be bringing the bag home. And then when you're not accounting to him, because I have a case like that, when you're not accounting all that you bring, all that you're being paid, problem will start from there. You know, so I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you love someone genuinely and you're putting all efforts to make sure that that person becomes in fact, what will make you happy is seeing that person be the best version of herself. So when you leave people who are not doing that for you, believe me, you're going to meet the right person. Yeah. You know, some people say, oh, they're so used to this person that they cannot even move. You're going to meet the best person, the person that will, everything about you is important. The things you say is important. The way you do it is important. The life you're living is important. You'll be shocked. You're like, I mean, can someone actually treat me like this? Yes, it's because you have peace. Bible says he will give you peace that passes all understanding, that will garrison your heart and your mind. There is nothing like peace. There's nothing like peace. Peace is something you cannot pay for. You can't buy it in the markets. Peace is something that it cannot be equated with anything. Even children, you know, when we have children, we're so happy, we are excited, we're loving these children, we're like, I can give my life for you. But try not to have peace. You will see that that child that you think is where is that, this is where my joy is, this is where my happiness is, suddenly you will start transferring the aggression, the frustration, everything on that child. And it happens. When a woman is not happy, she transfers it. You see her, the way she beats the children, the way she kicks them, the way she, you know. So that frustration, she was looking for a way to let it out. And of course, she can't try it with the other person, so she will let it out on her children. So if you are dating someone and there's no peace, too much arguments, too much back and forth, too much, you're not understanding each other, my sister, why not take a walk? It's time to tell yourself, you know what, my time has elapsed. I need to take a walk. I need to walk away. There's nothing like peace. It's like when someone calls you, oh, you're excited. Oh, how is your day going? I hope you did this. I'm not talking about the one they're asking for, just asking so you feel good, so that, you know. No, I'm not talking about that. Genuinely, the person wants to know everything about you. The person wants to know if there's something you want to do that you can do well and you get better at it. The person wants to encourage you. The person is always there. Anyway, it shouldn't be a war zone. It shouldn't be a place where you don't have some peace. It shouldn't be a place where, you know, when you see the person, your heart will skip. No. Remember, you are valuable. You've been made in God's image and His likeness. Don't give anybody the power to treat you less than who you are, whether male or female. They don't deserve that. Yes, you know, I love respecting people, and I love to be respected, and I don't waste time to point out that I won't take it from you. I don't waste time. I don't waste time. Maybe probably that's how I've been trained, but I don't waste time to point it out to you that, hey, it's not a go area. We're not going to do it this way. All right. So sometimes when I come to my husband's office and they're like, oh, this is your wife that will not, he said, this one, she will tell you the way it is. So he's the one telling people, I'm not the one telling people, he's the one telling people that you want to know how to be that superwoman, go and meet my wife. Because I have lived with her and I understand that she has this particular training, and in that her training, she understands who she is. She understands that she cannot take no for an answer. You cannot belittle her. We're living in the same house. He's the one telling people. I'm not the one saying that. But he has come to understand that this is who this person is. All right, this is the end of this video. So if you're still here till now, please like, share. Okay, please subscribe. Don't always watch the videos without liking. I'm begging in the name of God, do that, and God will really, really bless you. Thank you so very much, and I hope you got something from today's topic. Until I come your way next time, I remain Queenette. Bye for now.